The late 15th century and the beginning of the 16th century. Anatolia was experiencing one of the most turbulent periods in its history. Political struggles, sectarian divisions, and power conflicts deeply affected not only states, but also the daily lives of ordinary people. In the east, a new power was rising. This power was shaking the region not only through military success, but also through its belief-based ideology. Its name was the Safavid State. At the head of the Safavids stood a charismatic, brave, and mystical leader, Shah Ismail. Shah Ismail did not see himself merely as a ruler, but as a divinely guided leader. This perception had a profound influence on those who followed him. Many Turkmen tribes living in Anatolia began to view Shah Ismail as a savior. For the Ottoman Empire, this was not just a political issue, but an existential threat. On the Ottoman throne sat a new sultan, a ruler known for his harsh temperament, strict discipline, and unwavering determination. Selim I, known to history as Selim the Grim. From the moment he ascended the throne, Selim I was fully aware of the danger in the east. In his view, the Safavids posed the greatest threat to the unity and stability of the Ottoman state. Safavid propaganda was spreading throughout Anatolia, undermining Ottoman authority. Rebellions erupted in certain regions, weakening trust in Ottoman rule. For Selim I, this situation was unacceptable. He was a ruler who did not hesitate to make harsh and decisive choices for the survival of the state. As a result, conflict between the Ottomans and the Safavids became inevitable. Yet this war was not merely a clash between two armies. It was a confrontation between two worldviews, two systems of governance, and two interpretations of faith. By the year 1514, the Ottoman army was preparing for a massive campaign. Selim I decided to march eastward with his forces. This would become one of the most difficult campaigns in Ottoman history. Long distances, harsh geography, severe climate conditions, and supply problems made the advance extremely challenging. Ottoman soldiers marched for weeks through eastern Anatolia. Meanwhile, Shah Ismail closely monitored the Ottoman army's movements. Shah Ismail did not wish to engage the Ottomans in a direct pitched battle. Instead, he preferred attrition tactics to wear them down. But Selim I was resolute. He sought a decisive battle that would deliver a final outcome. Eventually, the two armies came face to face on the plains of Chaldiran. The Chaldiran plain, located near today's Iranian border, was a wide and open field. This terrain was especially suitable for the Ottomans' artillery and firearms. The Ottoman army possessed the most advanced military technology of its time. Cannons, muskets, and disciplined Janissary units formed the backbone of Ottoman power. The Safavid army, on the other hand, relied primarily on light cavalry units. These forces were fast and fearless, but vulnerable against firearms. When the day of battle arrived, tension filled both camps. Ottoman soldiers took their positions under the direct command of their sultan. Cannons were placed along the front lines. Shah Ismail trusted his army. He had won many battles through courage and devastating cavalry charges. But at Chaldiran, the balance of power was different. When the Ottoman cannons opened fire, the fate of the battle began to unfold. The thunder of artillery turned the plain into a hellscape. Safavid cavalry charged forward with extraordinary bravery. However, they suffered devastating losses under Ottoman fire. The Janissaries advanced in disciplined formations. Firearms caused panic and chaos within the Safavid ranks. Shah Ismail was personally present on the battlefield, attempting to rally his troops. Yet the tide of the battle had turned against him. Before long, the Safavid army began to collapse. The Ottomans had secured a decisive advantage. On August 23, 1514, the Battle of Chaldiran ended in a decisive Ottoman victory. Shah Ismail was forced to abandon the battlefield. For him, this was not only a military defeat, but a profound psychological blow. After the battle, the Ottoman army advanced as far as Tabriz. This advance demonstrated Ottoman power in the east to the entire world. The consequences of the Battle of Chaldiran were far-reaching. The Ottoman Empire established firm control over eastern Anatolia. Safavid influence in the region was significantly diminished. Moreover, the battle once again proved the critical importance of firearms in warfare. Traditional cavalry-based combat was giving way to modern military tactics. Shah Ismail never fully recovered from this defeat. Although the Safavid State continued to exist, Chaldiran marked a turning point in its history. Selim I, with this victory, carved his name into Ottoman history in golden letters. His determination and military brilliance reshaped the destiny of the empire. The Battle of Chaldiran is not merely a war confined to the past. It is one of the most significant events that shaped Anatolia's political, religious, and cultural structure. Even today, the effects of this battle continue to be discussed in history books and academic studies. Chaldiran teaches us one fundamental truth. History is not only the struggle of swords, but also the battle of ideas, beliefs, and strategy. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more historical documentaries.